Salutations everyone, it's Willingness240 and welcome back to some more Octopath Traveler. Unfortunately, this time around I do not have a rap intro to begin the video with. Sorry to all of those of you who were looking forward to another one of those. I probably will have another one, honestly. I had a lot of fun with it. But, last time, other than the aforementioned rap intro, we bested Miguel. We defeated the monster we essentially created by healing him, which brings Alpha into question his entire philosophy of trying to heal everyone he comes across, and has really put him in a morally gray area. But ignoring Alphen's poor mental, philosophical questions, we have, well, they're not poor questions, it's in a poor spot. They're really strong questions that are hard to answer. Anyway, we have lots of places we can go now across the entire continent of Orstera, and all of the towns with the exception of Wellspring, Orwell's up there, we already have access to, so we don't even have to spend an episode of traveling. We can just go straight to the punch, and I'm sure some people are ready for that action. However, speaking of straight to the punch, I'm sorry, this intro's been going on for a while. I meant for it to go quicker. We are going into... Last time I alluded to the fact that Therion can now learn Brand's Thunder. Unleash a tremendously powerful sword attack on a single foe. And let's do it. With that, Therion has maxed out the Thief and the Warrior class, and he's just going to be accruing JP for whatever comes next. Therion was not the only one I mentioned, though. Hana maxed out her job before the boss fight, and I just didn't give her another one. And after some careful thought, I decided I would like to see Hana as a part-time apothecary. In part due to the fact that Last Stand gives her a good AoE axe attack that can certainly help out a lot, fleshing out her moveset. But also, I like the idea of her being a hunter and an apothecary, because as a hunter, she has to learn to, learn the way and lay of the land for taking down the creatures she has to take down. But then as an apothecary, she has to know all the herbs and necessary ways to live off the land. They both really mesh together well, and I think that's really cool. In addition to them actually meshing together well on the gameplay front, as well as, the character front. So, I already mentioned Last Stand, let's do it right off the bat. Amputation, helping out those axe skills, and then she can get one more. It could be Rehabilitate, Empoison, or Vivify. I haven't used Vivify one time. I forgot that was even a skill we had. Now I feel stupid for all those. If I ever had Alpha and use Olives of Life, I officially feel stupid. So many episodes late. Anyway, we're going for Empoison, I guess. Just be a butt. Then she gets 2 different things she can learn. Reduces the rate of random encounters. I mean, that's nice, but I feel like we need all the experience we can get. Maybe. This is Cyrus. What am I doing? Gain an increased chance of attacking first in battle. That's nice. Okay, critical rate by 50. I love second serving and patience. There's no way I'd get rid of those. I'm thinking attacking first is really useful, though. But so is the crit rate. Okay, forget it. I can't believe I'm getting rid of the attacking first. But. So max HP increased by 500 or gain SP. She could definitely use some gained SP, man. Oh gosh. Inspiration, and I don't think she needs the health boost that much. She's actually really good in the health department. And with all that out of the way, we search our world map to see where we would like to go. There's Ulbricht's mission, not Primrose's because that's way too high a level. There's Tressa's, there's... Actually, that's about it for the reasonably leveled ones, isn't it? Ulbricht and Tressa, yep. Ulbricht's is the lowest level. But since I literally just went on about, hey, we can immediately go to another main story quest instead of just venturing to a town, and then literally like the very next quest I'm thinking of involves manually going to a new town. Venturing to a new town is like, okay. Instead of shooting what I just said in the foot, let's head out to Tressa's, obviously. You saw me go to Victor's Hollow here. Hit the tavern that isn't over here real quick. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I passed it. It's been a while. Anyway, despite what YouTube would have you think, I don't only play Octopath Traveler, I do other things in my life. And, so we're gonna change up our party. Obviously, we need good old Tressa up in this hood. Love you, Hana, but you are the highest level non-Theriod party member. Congratulations. Plus, you have a secondary job now, which immediately makes you super interesting, and I want to use you more, but I can't. Alpha and Buddy, you're actually higher level than Ophelia, and I feel like I was using Ophelia, like, all the time, not long ago at all. And I love your buddy Cyrus, but let's get some Primrose action. With our party basically completely changed, except for, you know, a certain stubborn one who refuses to be anything but the lead of the entire group. Whose name rhymes with Virion, or Sirion, or Miri's pawn. There we go. Okay, I'm done. I was trying to think of something clever, and instead I just sound like an idiot. But, that sums me up a lot. The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ali. He told her of the Merchant's Fair in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm are put to auction. And so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So it was that the two promised to reunite at the fair. It's about time I updated the notebook. I'm on my way to the Merchant's Fair in Grandport. But first I need a treasure worthy of the auction. So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here. Hopefully I'll be as lucky as he was. Alright. It's time I had a look around this place. Looking for the Sonic Mania pop-up that just disappeared. Let the search begin! Ooh, shiny. Excuse me, could you tell me about this map? That old thing. I don't really know where it came from. Found it in the storehouse and thought about throwing it out at first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off it this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look? There are traces of old lines where it was redrawn, and it smells of the sea. From the looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it.
Oh!
I think there's something written here, but the characters are strange. I'll be darned if you can read those scribbles, young lady. My dearest friend, here lies my most precious treasure, Balthazar.
Oh!
Balthazar? As in, the dread pirate Balthazar of the Eastern Seas? And this is his treasure map?
Yes.
Sure seems that way. It must be worth a fortune. Give me that! Lady Luck is on my side today. Now let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy. Dang. But I didn't come here for candy. Dang. Tressa, whatever could this pirate treasure be? I'm not sure, but I'd love to find out. Wouldn't it be amazing? Putting your faith in that ancient map, sailing the high seas, braving tempests and storms. Oh yes, what an adventure that would be. Why, just imagining it has my heart all aflutter. Ophelia? So you have the spirit of adventure in you too. I certainly do. Oh, how I yearn for the romance of the open seas. When I was just a small girl, I'd often watch the boys playing at pirates. Ooh, I used to play at pirates too. Captain Tressa, Scourge of the Seas. Don't you know it? My motto was, another day, another treasure. I can see you now, wearing a bandana and brandishing a wooden cutlass. I overdid it at times. Sometimes the boys would break into tears and run home. Yes, I can see that too. Oh boy.
Phew. Time for a break.
I already wrote in my diary today, so I'll give the notebook another read. In this world, there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on until I find it. Yet only one true treasure in the whole world.
Hello there.
Good to see you making use of that notebook. We meet again, lass.
Mr. Leon!
What brings you here? I should ask you the same. Don't tell me you ran away from home. Not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. I ran... What would you call that? I lightly I sped walked away from home. There we go. Speed walked. And I have the notebook you gave me to thank you for it.
Oh.
Haha. Thank yourself for choosing it, lass. Sink me. I'd be ready to make a grave of me hammock.
Hello.
Oi! Ain't ya
What?
Nick and Knack?
You ninny?
It's Mick and Mac, you bird-brained ninny. You're that kid that gave us quite the lashing back in Dripple Slime. It's Ripple Tide. Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick. Mac.
That's quite enough.
Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Captain? Aye, our pirating days be behind us. We be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened our eyes to the true greatness of Leon Vestral. Now we be having the honor of calling him our captain.
Whoa!
I'm glad to see you two singing a new tune.
Well,
As am I. They've been doing well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go. Alright you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned dodo. There's work to be done. So, lass, how do your travels fare?
Well,
I'm still learning as I go, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
you don't say.
Well, there's certainly no better place than the fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. And what exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction? I wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find it. Oh-ho, a yet undiscovered treasure, I see. Then I wish you all the best in your search, lass.
thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. By the way, what brings you to Victor's Hollow? It's the home of an old friend. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh.
Were you two close?
Aye.
Aye. Balthazar and I were like brothers.
Oh.
Balthazar? As in, that Balthazar? Which Balthazar, lass? The Balthazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
They may just be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it?
Yes.
Yep, follow me.
Hey.
Excuse me, sir. It's me again.
Welcome.
Welcome back, young lady. I trust you managed to keep the you-know-what a secret in the meantime.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry, but I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? I gave you candy and everything.
What do we have here?
Pardon the intrusion, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Balthazar. Who are you? This is Captain Leon Bastral.
Oh!
Leon Bastral? Scourge of the Seas? I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistaking that blue spear. I heard all about ye and your famous words. What were they again? The strong take while the weak quake? Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Haha! Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to loot my store. I can assure you I came for no such reason. I cast aside that lifestyle long ago. This certainly looks like one of Balthazar's works. You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So the rumors of the great pirates Leon and Balthazar being friends really were true.
Huh?
Huh? He sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two were as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map. Am I right? No.
But
However, it's a precious family heirloom, and I'm afraid I cannot part with it without recompense.
What?
But earlier he said he was just going to throw it away. If you're truly the Leon Bestral, then I'm certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
you see,
I'm but a lowly merchant, you see, nothing in comparison to your grandeur. But there is one thing we have in common, a desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of Edbart's shield? Edbart was a servant of the king of Firion. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Legend says he used that same shield to protect his liege until the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that it's been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure in Victor's Hollow at the same time. If you happen across it somewhere, Mr. Bestral, I'd be happy to trade it for the map. How dare he use that map as leverage? It rightfully belonged to Mr. Leon's friend. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you are mistaken.
till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time.
Hey,
Are you really just going to leave without your friend's keepsake?
aye.
That map is not mine to take. Now I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight.
Oh.
Mr. Leon? He says he doesn't need it, but I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hands. I'll find a way to get it to him. You said you'd trade the map for Edbart's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide. You really want that map, don't you? I do, for Mr. Leon's sake. I could steal it for you, you know. I'd rather you didn't. I can handle this myself. He wants a trade, and he'll have it. That's what I do best. I'll show him who's the best merchant around. Well, I see my help's not needed here. Thought I'd act the gallant type, but clearly you're a lady who prefers the leading role. You bet! After all, how could I call myself a real merchant if I refused this challenge? How indeed. Yep, sorry, Therion, I know that you're addicted to that leading role, but, it's Tressa's time to shine right now. He says as I would say she's in the back of the party, but my gosh, we have 6 people now with both Ophelia and Primrose in the party, and that's pretty great. Yep, sure enough, we can't steal his shield. Gotta spend 8 grand, which I would have been upset about, but then I realized I had 77 grand, so I'm not too horribly, bent over in pain about it yet. But, while we're near the weapon shop, we might as well take advantage. It doesn't look like we're in particular need of anything, actually. It was just a good thing to go and check. Certainly our equipment's quite excellent, except this vest is a minor improvement for Therion on both defenses. It's a debatable improvement for Primrose. It's actually a really good one. And I'm probably gonna go for... Oh, wait, no, lowers your elemental attack. No, that's what matters most. Yeah, we'll just get the Vesper Therion then. It's rather expensive for how small the change was, but... who knows? Maybe it'll be the difference between life and death. And bleeding a lot internally. I mean, let's be real, there are things between life and death. Bleeding internally is one of them. That's how life works.
Ah.
Back so soon?
Of course.
I made a promise, didn't I? And I always deliver. Dang, that thing's been beat. My word! I can't believe you actually found it. But this symbol, and this weight, and all these scars, there's no mistaking it. This is the real deal.
Most grateful.
Thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map, as promised. But however did you manage to get this shield? I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it. Yes, feed into her ego more.
Mr. Leon!
I brought something for you.
Huh?
Balthazar's map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding the shield for that. Then I won't. My GPS tracker on my mini-map that I hid in the bottom right corner of the screen showed me. Thank you, lass. Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at that shop?
You see,
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. I would have left it at the shop too, if the based off of like what the price would have been, with what the merchant was saying, where he's just like, "Oh, it's my family heirloom." Felt like it belonged with you. I mean, like, he was gonna charge him Apple prices for it, and that's just like, there's ridiculous, and then if you double ridiculous, you get Apple prices. Actually, if you triple it. Your keen eyes never cease to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, lass. About Balthazar and me. We were but lads when the sea first called to us. And as we grew, so did our reputation. Balthazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I, the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon! The storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir!
Balthazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think he'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in the slums, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never change, Leon.
You say it like you're any different, Balthazar.
Not everyone stays the same forever, matey.
Balthazar. He was always looking off into the distance. His eyes gazed far, far away, toward a seemingly unreachable place. Time passed between us, until one day.
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never wanted to be a pirate.
What?
When we were lads, I dreamt of being a merchant.
Have you gone daft? Balthazar of the Eastern Seas. A merchant.
You're a bloody scoundrel for laughing, Leon. But it be the truth. I wanted to trade treasure from every corner of this here world and bring people together. I lost sight of that dream after becoming a pirate. These days, it's all I'd be thinking about. Leon, do you have something precious to you? Aye, a fine storm this is. How about another wager, my friend? Whoever reaches that island first be the winner. If you win, you get that gem you always wanted.
Oh, will I now? And what happens if you win?
I win. Ye hand over your most precious treasure.
Deal.
That's how our final race began. But Balthazar, he never emerged from those stormy seas. Found a ship several days later, wrecked on the coast. Balthazar had been the victor of our very last match. This map shows the location of the gem he wagered that day.
The Eldrite.
He called it Eldrite. It's the only one of its kind in the entire world. It was by far the rarest of all the treasures he'd plundered. But, seeing as I lost our match, I haven't the rights to it. That's why you left it in the shop. Precisely. You made a proper trade for this lass, so it belongs to you now. However you use it is up to you. Up to me. Mr. Leon lost more than just a race that day. I think having a memento of his friend would cheer him up. And I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at more pirate treasure.
All right.
Time to put this map to use. So, with our ridiculous party of 6, next time, we'll head out for the Eld Rite. See you guys then.